Welcome to the YouTube channel Usman Khan. Today topic of our YouTube video is portfolio management checklist, individual portfolio management. What are the 7 steps of the portfolio process? Portfolio management history meaning steps involved. Portfolio management history meaning steps involved. Table of the content. Point 1 history of the portfolio management. Point 2 meaning of the portfolio management. Point 3 definition of the portfolio management. Point 4 steps involved in the portfolio management system process. 4.1 Identification of objective and constraint. 4.2 Selection of the asset mix. 4.3 Formulation of portfolio strategy. 4.4 Security analysis. 4.5 Portfolio execution. 4.6 Portfolio review. 4.7 Performance evaluation. History of portfolio management. Investing in corporate securities is profitable as well as existing. One should not forget the element of risk from investing in the individual security. Risk arises when there is a possibility of variation around expected return from the security. As all securities carry varying degrees of the risk, holding more than one security at a time enable an investor to spread his risk. The investor hopes that even if one security incurs a loss, the risk will provide some protection from extreme loss. Thus, portfolios or combination of securities are thought of as a device to spread risk over many securities. In this context, portfolio is defined as the composite set of ownership rights to financial assets in which the investor wishes to invest. In olden days, the traditional portfolio manager diversified funds over securities of a large number of the companies based on institutions. They had no real knowledge of implementing risk reduction. Since 1950, a body of knowledge has been built up which quantifies the expected risk and also the riskiness of the portfolio. The portfolio theory has been developed to provide the management technique to evaluate the merits and demerits of investment portfolio. Meaning of portfolio management. To have a better understanding of the portfolio management, it is essential to know what portfolio is. Portfolio means a combination of the financial asset and physical asset. The financial assets are shares, debentures, and other securities, while physical assets include gold, silver, real estate, rare collections, etc. The essence of the portfolio is that assets are held for investment purposes and not for consumption purposes. Definition of the portfolio management. Portfolio management can be defined as the process of selecting a bunch of securities that provide the investing agency a maximum return for a given level of risk or alternatively ensure minimum risk for a given level of return. Investment portfolio composing securities that yield a maximum return for a given level of risk or minimum risk for a given level of return are termed as efficient portfolio. The investor through portfolio management attempt to maximize the expected return consistent with individually acceptable portfolio risk. Portfolio management thus refers to investment of funds in such combination of different securities in which the total risk of the portfolio is minimized by expecting maximum return from it. As the return and prices of all securities do not move exactly together, variability in one security will be offset by the reverse variability in some other security. Ultimately, the overall risk of the investor will be less effective. Step involved in the portfolio management process. Portfolio management involves complex process which the following steps to be followed carefully. Point 1 Identification of the objective and the constant. Point 2 Selection of the asset mix. Point 3 Formulation of the portfolio strategy. Point 4 Security analysis. Point 5 Portfolio execution. Point 6 Portfolio revision. Point 7 Portfolio evaluation. Now each of these steps can be discussed in the detail. Point 1 Identification of the objective and the constraint. The primary step in the portfolio management process is to identify the limitations and objectives. The portfolio management should focus on the objective and the constraints of the investor in first place. The objective of an investor may be income with minimum amount of risk, capital appreciation, or for future provisions. The relative importance of these objectives should be clearly defined.